So with that being said, we have a special training we wanted to share with you guys. And I think this is one of the, if not the most important thing that we've learned coming into this industry. And it was really making the shift. It was, making the shift from being an employee. A lot of us on this line have only known to be an employee the entire, our entire lives, or since we started working, which for me was 15 years old. So I've always known how to become an employee and be a really great employee. And it wasn't until I got in this industry of network marketing over 4 years, this November will be 5 years we've been in the industry, that I really shifted my mind to become an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Robin, nod your head yes if you can see our screen and it says employee versus. Okay, awesome. Perfect.
And so I think this is one of the greatest things, and I want to share one video or audio that I would recommend, or we would recommend to you guys, is to go on YouTube, search for Darren Hardy, Making the Shift. And this is kind of where we first started and launched our entrepreneurship in the industry.
Absolutely. And this is what will definitely change your mindset. Everything we do in life, family, is predicated on your mindset, right? Everything you do in life is all mindset. And we were brought up in a world where the government, I don't want to say the government, but I guess the government has trained us, okay, as kids, right? And they have trained us to be employees, right? They don't really train us to be entrepreneurs, right? So they've trained us to be take a break, right? Now they call breaks at lunch, right? Before, as we're kids, they used to call that recess, right? You have a recess for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Then we take a lunch. Same thing as an employee, right? Same thing as when we were kids, we would take a lunch. Same thing, employees, we get a lunch, half an hour, an hour. I heard some people, even employees, get 2 hours lunchtime, right? So whatever your lunchtime is, that's your lunch. Then you get another recess or another break, right? Towards the end of the day, if you even get that. So we're going to jump right into this. You guys can take pictures. You guys can take notes. Definitely get your pens and papers out. This helped us a lot, and we're just going to kind of go through it. And this is being recorded, I think.
It should be.
Yeah, so.
Yes. Okay, so employees find jobs.
And entrepreneurs create jobs, okay? If you guys, we'll let Ayla, you can talk about the employee.
So as an employee, like you mentioned, when we go to school, we're usually taught to focus on one area that we want to be. Maybe it's an accountant, maybe it's a nurse, or maybe it's whatever that job is. In school, we're taught to just find a job, right? Mm-hmm. But who are the people that actually create those jobs for those people who want to find a job? Those are the entrepreneurs.
Right, absolutely. And, one thing, too, is crazy. We go to school, go to college, right? You have to get loans. Most of us, right, have to get loans. And after we graduate college with a major and whatever you're excited about, now you have to go into the work world and you have to look for a job. A lot of the students right now are not finding jobs, right, with these degrees that they get, right? We know some people with more degrees than a thermometer, and it's hard for them to even get the job that they want. One crazy thing is you're going to go to school for X amount of time, 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it is. And I know personally, I have people that I personally know that went to school for this amount of time, 4 to 6 years, and the major that they studied in for that amount of time, right now, what they're currently doing in life, what their job is, does not line up with what they were doing in school, right? So prime example, I have a good friend, went to school for a computer technician. Right now, he is a car dealer, okay? So, so it's crazy how when you look at employees and you look at entrepreneurs. Now, we're not saying it's bad to be an employee. What we're just showing you guys is the difference, the mindset of how we've been, trained as an employee, okay, to become an employee. And entrepreneurs are, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Entrepreneurs, for us, we don't create jobs, but we create opportunities, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we do here at Evolution. Is the great thing is we create more entrepreneurs, and that's what I love about this industry is we're not creating more employees. We have enough of those, right?
Right, absolutely.
The whole world's full of employees. We're creating more entrepreneurs.
All right. Employees have fixed, limited incomes, okay?
And entrepreneurs have unlimited income potential. There's a big difference because I could go to work and it doesn't matter what I do at work. I could finish all my work before the end of the day, you know, and they still have, and I could do extra work that's due tomorrow. But at the end of the day, I'm still getting the same amount of income, right? And it's so different when you're an entrepreneur, because the more you work, the more you earn.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to touch on the employees have fixed limited incomes. Now, some jobs, okay, and I've only had one job in my entire life, right? And what I know is most people rank up in their job. I call it rank up, but that's, you know, most people want to get to the next level at their job because they want a higher pay, right? If you're trying to aim for that manager position, okay, at the job I did have back when I was 19, I was trying to be a manager, right, to get more income. But that income was fixed, right? You know exactly what you're making. And the raises that they give are sometimes even cents, right? Sometimes, hopefully, you get some dollars in there. Those are incrementals. Those probably 6 months to a year or whatever it may be. But we just know that the income we know is we're going to make that amount for either 6 months or to a year, depending on how your raises go. And if it's a quarter, if it's, you know, 50 cents, $1 or whatever it may be, it's still that limited income. Okay. Entrepreneur, like Ayla was saying, you could work so many different hours, so much hours, so like very little hours. Example, I was sitting here while Ayla she works part-time at Kaiser. I was sitting here for 2 hours and I was booking some of Ayla's vacation. She had a couple of clients that were wanted to go to Hawaii, right? 2 people went to Hawaii and I had another one I'm looking up for Cancun. I booked the 2 Hawaii vacations within 2 hours. The commission on that, as you guys know, with Evolution Travel, we're the only travel company for everyone that's brand new listening to our voices. We are the only MLM travel company that pay out 100% back to the field. Okay, so if you're the booking agent, right? I was the one booking the travel. I'm earning 90% on the commission that's being paid out from the vendor. Okay, so in that particular one, the first Hawaii one came out to $298 and some change. And then the second one came out to $340 something, right? And some change. And that was 2 hours of my time, right? So again, it's going to be limited or it could be unlimited, right? Yeah. And as many, whatever you put in, you're going to get, you know, the income that's going to be paid to you. But what I had was time freedom. Okay. And we'll get into that as well.
Yes.
Later.
And I think also too with being an employee, because I know more of being an employee than he does, right? So I would be on my job and I'm always thinking of how I can make more money. How can I make more money? Because I was making good money at my last full-time job, which was a few years ago now. But you know, I was always thinking, how can I double my income? And I knew if I was still doing the same thing that I'm doing by next year, there was no way I was going to double my income. So it was definitely fixed. And if not fixed, because I have a few raises within that year, it's limited, very limited. I used to work at MAC Cosmetics back in the day, and I remember getting, I think it was like a 63-cent raise. You know, just a random, well, that didn't even make a difference on my paycheck right after taxes hit. So that's the biggest difference of being an employee, because you really can set the pace of your pay when you're an entrepreneur. And that's what I love about Evolution, because he can work on as many bookings as he wants or as many bookings as he doesn't want. And it depends on, because it's unlimited. He can make as much money as he wants to on the travel side or not. Even on the, you know, building side of that, the income potential is definitely unlimited. This is your favorite.
How about you read the employees and I'll read the entrepreneurs? Okay.
We didn't practice this, okay, family? I actually just did these slides like 5 minutes before we started, if I want to be completely honest. Okay, so employees earn linear income, no work, no pay, right? Everyone here, I had to teach him what PTO meant. I said, if we have no PTO, which is paid time off, that means no work, no pay. But if you have PTO, then I always tell him, like, I don't have enough PTO, then I can't go because I'm not going to get paid. I
don't know what she meant for the longest with PTO.
So we're teaching him some things. But so linear income is you work 4 hours, you get paid 4 hours, right? At a job. You work 8 hours, you get paid 8 hours. If you're at a PTO and you work no hours, type in the chat box how much you get paid. Let's see if anyone's paying attention here. 0. Thank you, Princess. 0, right? You get paid nothing on a linear income. You get paid for each hour that you work. What's the difference between that and being an entrepreneur?
Well, entrepreneurs, right, all of us here on the line, because if you're on the line, you're an entrepreneur, right? We earn residual income, meaning that we sleep and we can make money, right? Because of the work we've done prior. Okay. What I love that because if you work as hard as you can, right, for being an entrepreneur, building your business, putting all of your hard work and effort into that, right? Instead of building someone else's dreams, which is an employee, you're building your own dreams, right? But being an entrepreneur, you get to earn income, okay? With our pool, say that you are an executive. Next month you're an executive, you're still getting paid off of the efforts from what you did last month. Does that make sense? So we get to get paid residual income, and that's ongoing month after month after month.
And a lot of times we're a lot richer or more wealthy than the average person just because we earn residual income. I'm not talking about we, I'm talking about we
All of
as,
us,
a,
right.
as a family at Evolution Travel, right? And not all entrepreneurs earn residual income. Some entrepreneurs build a traditional business,
right.
You know, and it's not residual, but thank God we're part of Evolution, because residual means even if you're an executive, you make $50, $60, $70 a month, whatever it is right now, that's a residual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a neurosurgeon, if he does not go in and perform surgery, then he doesn't have a residual setup.
What's that movie
That's
we
pretty
watched?
powerful. It was Robin knows the name of the movie, of the neurosurgeon, and he was a surgeon, and oh man, I forgot what it was called.
What's she saying it, but I can't. I don't know.
Type it in the chat box if you know what we're talking about, Robin. But this Doctor Strange.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Yes, Doctor Strange is a really good movie because he was actually a neurosurgeon,
Hey,
and he got in a really bad accident,
right,
and couldn't perform surgery.
Watch that movie, family. It's a real. There's a lot of There's a lot of network marketing golden nuggets in there, right?
Yeah, a lot.
If you guys watch it, you'll catch all the golden nuggets.
I really like that movie.
Exactly, he was the best. He was like the best surgeon out there. And his hands, he would always be. He's so proudful of his hands. But he got in a car accident. He was driving. I think he had like some exotic car that was worth like $1 million. Driving it through the mountains fast. Got in a car accident and crushed his hands. So he had to have pins to save his hands, but he couldn't work on them, right?
So if he had residual income, isn't that what we're all after? Just
absolutely.
in case something happens to us, God forbid something happens to us physically.
Someone said, "Don't tell us the story." I apologize.
That's not even the half of the beginning.
That's just
it's a really long movie. It's a good movie though. Go watch it.
Watch it for sure.
But,
Doctor Strange.
Yes, that was I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, go watch the movie. Okay, moving right along. Employees can experience, I didn't want to put always experience, but employees can experience favoritism, sexism, all the isms, right?
Nepotism, all those isms, right? Favoritism is that's why I became skeptical about having a job. My first and only job as an employee, okay? Actually, I had two jobs. My first job as an employee, I was a busboy, a waiter at a Filipino restaurant for my
under the table.
I was working under the table for summer, and my friend, his dad owned a Filipino restaurant, but he had to shut his doors down because there wasn't enough income coming in, right? And all the expenses having a traditional business, it ended up failing, and he had to close it down. But the one that got me on this one is favoritism. And my other job, when I worked for Packwell Wireless selling cell phones, I was supposed to get the next store to be a manager. Okay. And that's why I always talk about that, because I went through that experience, and the person started talking and really kissing butt to the manager that was leaving because he was moving to Sacramento. So that store was going to go to one person, and it was supposed to go to me because of my production, right? They usually go off of production, and I had like the top 3 months. I was the person with the most sales. I was the person with the most production. I was on point with my store and all that stuff. So because of favoritism, I didn't get that position, right? So someone is in control of you ranking up in your job. Does that make sense? So that one's tough right there. If you really think about that one, when I drove home, I was super sad because I said, man, really, that's not fair, right? And because I'm supposed to get that job. I'm supposed to get that position. That's supposed to be my store. So someone could do that, right? They say it's not what you do, who you know, right? So it's all who you know. So say if you don't know somebody and they have that good relationship, they're going to give it to them. So that's the cool thing about that part.
I'll have another story that I experienced also working at MAC Cosmetics a while ago, but I was there and we had really good management for the first year that I was there. And then when management changed and some of the staff left, there was new management in and some other girls, and you know, they really had to kiss her butt and became really close. Like they would go out and get her lunch and do all these things that I was just like, I'm not like that. You know, I'm based off of my hard work and, you know, having integrity and just, you know, doing my job. And unfortunately, that doesn't work so much. That doesn't get you very far sometimes in corporate America, just doing your job and going above and beyond. Sometimes you really got to kiss someone's butt to get to the top. And it's really unfortunate because there's a lot of great people out there that need to be advanced in their industries or in their jobs, but we can't control who the manager decides to like more.
Go ahead and type in the chat box if you've experienced this. Just type me, okay?
Or if you've seen it.
Or if you've seen it happen to somebody.
Job,
absolutely.
You've seen it happen in, you know, corporate America. You've heard a story about it.
I bet you.
Look at all those memes.
Everybody.
Right? And that's crazy. And that's why we love entrepreneurs. Whoa, it's still going crazy right now. Okay, me.
All right, calm down.
Okay.
Everyone, we're going to have 192.
Everyone can agree. It happens, right? More so than not.
Right.
And what I love about here in Evolution Travel, in, you know, our industry as being an entrepreneur, is we're promoted by the computer.
Right. And this is, you know, how me and Ayla look at this. We call it, this is our industry, but this is actually a profession, right? You could be a doctor, that's a profession. You could be a lawyer, that's a profession. This is our profession. This is what we do. We're network marketers, right? We love to help people. We create jobs. But what's dope about it, okay, is you're the entrepreneur, right? David McCovey, I don't care what type of relationship you have. Even me and him talk every single day. If I plead and beg to him, please, big bro, please, founder, please, David McCovey, please make me a 3-star platinum. There's no way he's going to do it, right?
Because he doesn't do the promotion.
Your platinum cannot promote you to the next level because you cannot use the isms on that one, right? What's so dope about our concept is you put in the work, you get promoted by a computer, a program.
Absolutely.
You earn it, right?
Yes, Founder said you earn it.
You earn it. And this
Go
is
look at his license plate.
Yeah, earned. You look at his, he has a BMW i8. I was fortunate.
A beautiful i8 that is so beautiful and
right.
shiny.
He said he was giving that to Ayla soon.
He put
so
earned.
yeah.
That's right. It says earned.
It says earned on it. His license plate says earned. And you know how many people tried to buy him? Meaning when I say buy him, there was other CEOs and other companies that offered him money to join their companies, and he gets it all day. But he said, "No, I'm good.
I earned this.
I want to earn it,
yes.
right?" That's why he has shirts too that say "earned, not bought."
Yes,
right. So, family, understand how powerful that is, right? It feels so much better too when you can earn something and you've done the work and put it in. You know, you appreciate it more. You know what I mean? That's why going towards the business side, don't give your business partners people, right? Because then that takes away the gratification of appreciation of the work that of them earning that work and them putting in that sweat equity, right? You want to let them experience that. You know, that's something you're taking away from them, which is crucial for the growth part.
Especially because we're shifting our mindset from employee to entrepreneur. If you give something to someone, they'll never get that shift.
Right, absolutely.
They'll never feel it because they didn't shift themselves, right? We had to shift ourselves.
Right.
I did from employee to entrepreneur. He had to from past to entrepreneur.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you guys, you know, I'm super transparent. After my one job, I try to figure it out, right? I had multiple different small businesses that were successful. Mostly I was a street pharmacist and I didn't like that route where it was taking me. So after I was introduced to network marketing, it saved my life because honestly, I asked the person, I said, look, the only thing I was looking for was, do they do background checks? No, because every time I filled out, and I'm very transparent, okay, family? So every time I filled out an application to try to get a job, you'd have to check that box, okay? And there's some of you guys that know someone that has to check that box, right?
I promise you, he asked that right when we were done watching the presentation of that first company. He said, "Do you guys do background checks?"
Right, and I don't say that to glorify that life or anything like that. I say that because you might know someone that is caught up in that and they can change. Because if I can do it, anyone else can do it, right?
Absolutely.
If I can change, anyone can change from that prior lifestyle, okay? Absolutely. And I really love my pillow. So, and I love my bed, laying in my own bed. And that's why I really had to do the mind shift. But if it wasn't for Ayla forcing me to go to that particular presentation, I don't know if we probably wouldn't even be on this computer right now talking to you guys. So, but just embrace this part, okay? That you get to promote yourself.
Yes.
All right? You get to promote yourself.
Now, employees have to ask for time off.
Oh, I know you feel that one.
I only work part-time. I don't know how full-time people do it. It's tough. You've been working that 4 hours a day. I'm looking at the clock like, ooh, 2 more hours.
Oh, my goodness.
I get to work, I'm like, ooh, 4 hours to go. But, you know, and it's hard because we love to travel. And
we love it.
It's just, we love to travel, right? And he's always like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm like, I still got to ask for that 4 hours off. And he tells me every day, like, quit your job. You need to quit your job.
Don't get on.
But you know what?
Founder
I know Founder. Don't even say nothing. So mute his line. Is his line muted?
Founder's
okay.
Muted.
So, but, you know, I am thankful for, and we're not saying jobs are bad because jobs are a blessing. If you
Absolutely,
have a job,
yeah.
you're blessed. You know, it provides food for your family and a shelter for your home, everything. Whatever, it's a blessing.
Right.
And it has been a blessing to us, you know, but him being hospitalized or went to the ER and everything. But just asking for that time off, that is that one piece that I'm like, you know, I should be having that full-time freedom like he has, right? He doesn't have to wake up to any alarm clock.
There's days when she calls me after work and she's like, I'm just worth more than this. Like, that'll be the first thing. She doesn't say hi. She'll just call me and say.
Or I'll just text a sad face. But then I know, see, me and Founder had this talk many times. And he's just like, I just need that little bit of stability. So I'm still shifting.
Right.
But, you know.
And it's going to take time, family.
It does take time.
We've been in network marketing since November 16th of 2012, right? So that's a little over 4 years. In the very first 2-3 months, I wanted to absolutely quit. I really did. I told Ayla, I said, really, I'm good with this, right? I had so many, because there was a lot of doubt, fears that I was feeling because it was just the unknown for me, right? So imagine if I would have quit back then. Look at where we're at now, you know? So, and why I say that is because I'm telling you, if we can do it, and it's all about making the shift. Once you make the shift, the paradigm shift, you guys are going to be golden, right? And it really goes with the mindset of what you're learning.
And, you know, it's true. Like, for me, there's just that one little piece of knowing stability. Because, again, I've worked since I was 15 years old. So all I knew was a job prior to, 4 years ago. So for him, it's easy to just have that time freedom and, live life as an entrepreneur because he's so used to living that lifestyle. But for everyone on the line who is fearful of stepping out on faith and just, going all full force with it, I definitely understand it takes time. It's a process, but you'll know when it's right,
Right, absolutely.
And yes, so going back to asking for time off, we're not truly free if we have to ask somebody, a grown adult, if they have to ask another grown adult for time off, is that truly time freedom?
I mean, to me, it feels like you're still lightweight in jail, right? Because in the jail, you can't even leave, but you still have a schedule, right? That you can't leave. So it's kind of like.
I do have to say one thing. Okay, this is my defense.
Go ahead.
Being an employee. I look for every day, I'm like, give me a reason to quit. Like, but my boss, she treats me really good. Like, there's always that time when I'm like, okay, this is it. End of January, I'm done. And then they'll be like, here's a $400 bonus. Here's a bonus. Or now I just asked if I can work instead of 5 days a week, if I can go down to 4 days. And they're like, yes. And I'm like, everything I asked for, they're giving. So it's hard to let that go. Okay, that's in my defense.
And it's a saying too, though. Remember that saying? I forgot who said it, but it was somebody. I forgot. We listen to so many different people, but and with the employee, right? What they do is they give you just enough to stay.
Yes.
Right. So you don't quit. So whatever it is, you know what?
And come back.
And to keep on coming back, right?
But not enough to advance.
Right.
They don't give you enough to advance, but they give you just enough to come back for more.
Right.
And it's true. It's very true because I can guarantee you don't even have to answer on the chat that a lot of people on the line, and we've experienced it too, is just living paycheck to paycheck, right?
What's crazy is I talk to Founder every single day. And, I heard this not just from him, but from multiple people that, there's families right now that, and it's scary to think about. But, I mean, sometimes tonight, if you're on this line, there's 200 people, you have to think about this. If you have a job, right, ask yourself, you don't have to type anything in the chat box, but ask yourself, if you lost your job today and they said you cannot come in tomorrow because our company is shutting down, are you okay? Right? And what the statistics are.
How long will you be until you'll be completely broke, right?
Right, exactly. They say statistically that people are 2 paychecks away from being homeless.
Yeah.
So when you keep that in the back of your mind, it really makes you want to build something else that's going to create you some financial freedom, or to have something in the back, a plan B.
Yes.
How about a plan B? Start with that. Like, your plan A is your job. Have a plan B.
Yes,
right?
And I agree with that part. What you're saying is you want to still be a great employee. We're not telling anyone quit their job tomorrow. Definitely don't do that.
Right.
But work on this entrepreneurship just in case you get that one little, I don't even know if they get pink slips anymore, but just in case something happens to that, you want to have this as a backup. Because if you know my story, I was laid off without a plan B.
They give you a next day notice.
It was, it was a today notice.
Today notice.
A 2-day notice. A today is your last day.
Right, and then your insurance is cut off. Like, that was it.
Okay, we got to keep it moving because we are taking a long time. Okay, so employees hate Mondays. Who on the line is not excited about Monday to come tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. Who's excited about tomorrow? I know I am.
And
I'm excited about tomorrow.
Who loves Mondays and who hates Mondays?
Who hates them and who loves
them? It's okay.
Them?
All the employees, look at it. Someone hates Monday. And it's okay. We're making the shift, family.
It's okay, but you know what? Okay, I'm going to help some of you guys for the employees, okay? I'm going to help you guys because I'm telling you, I follow so many people, and this is what I learned from he was one of the 14-year-old kid, but his dad was super successful, right? On Mondays, okay? Go to work on Mondays and just think about it that you're blessed and you're grateful because you do have a job to go to on Monday.
Yes.
Some people don't have nothing to do on Monday. Yeah. Just be grateful that you have somewhere to go. And
be grateful for
be grateful for that because, and one thing I do want to drop on you guys is make sure when you're at your job, you are the best employee, meaning you're working hard because your other coworkers, they're looking at you and they're watching your performance at work, right?
Even your bosses,
your
managers.
Be the best. Always work hard at what you're doing in your job because
how you do one thing
is how you do everything.
Right, Founder?
Yeah, absolutely. And why I'm saying that is because when you talk to them about Evolution Travel, if they know that you're lazy and they know that you don't care,
they're not going to want you to book their travel.
Right.
So, they are not going to call you to book their travel.
That's a good one.
They're not going to call you to join your business because they're going to
think about that one though. Imagine yourself at your job and maybe some people don't want to book through you or join your business.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of how they see you as an employee.
Yeah, because if you're not executing your tasks on time, you're not on time, you're lazy, why would they look at you to be your travel agent, right?
Absolutely.
So you have your network is your network is your net worth. So that's where we got a lot of clients actually for booking travel is through my job. I tell them, I literally slide it through oh yeah, I do travel. That's how I'm able to work part-time, and they're always like, where are you going next? And then, that's how it gets out. But once you tell people you're a travel agent, we've gotten several referrals. We're already booking two vacations for one person through a referral through my job.
Right.
So be really great at what you do because it's true. How you do one thing is how you do everything.
And you know what? On this one, it says employees hate. I mean, honestly, family, you should love every single day of your life because like Founder always says, right? All of us know exactly, I don't know exactly, but all of us know how much money is in your bank account right now, right? But we all never know how much time we have on this planet, right?
There's no bank account for time.
All of us have an expiration date on our life, but we don't know what the date is.
And you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
But be excited about Mondays because you know where your future is going,
Absolutely.
Right? You know that this job, if that's what you want, can only be temporary. Right. So be excited about the new people you're interacting with every single day. Be the better person or, get something on your car, the magnets that say, I love travel. I love Mondays. When you're in traffic, people are going to say, why do they love Mondays? I hate Mondays.
People hate it.
And put something about travel and have them call you. Use that. Utilize the time that you're taking in traffic, that you are interacting with people at your job. Use that to work your business. And one day we will all enjoy Mondays, but be blessed for Mondays. That's what I want to say. Be blessed and excited for Mondays. Employees look forward to the weekends.
Entrepreneurs look forward to the futures.
to their futures.
To their futures. Sorry, I can't see that part.
So this is true, right? Because every employee that's working Monday through Friday, when Friday at 5 p.m. hits or 4 or whenever you get off work, everyone's excited, right? They have Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. But entrepreneurs don't look for that short-term gratification.
Right. You see people already changing on Fridays, getting into their regular gear, right? They're looking at the clock. It's probably like 10 minutes right before.
And they go use the bathroom before.
Right. They already stopped working mentally. They're already done. Like some people even an hour before, right? They're like, okay, I got 1 hour left. Let me get my stuff ready, right? But entrepreneurs, we don't have to do that, right? We're always working, okay? And one thing I love about, again, is you get to put your own dollar amount for the activity you do for that hour, right? So make sure you're productive. And I'm so excited for all of us on the line because we're typically all entrepreneurs because we have a home-based travel business. So in your heart, you are an entrepreneur. There's an entrepreneur spirit in every single one of you guys, right? All we have to do is just unlearn some of the crap that we've been learning all our life, right? Mm-hmm. All of the doubt, all of the fear. We just have to put that somewhere and never look back on those things, right? Trust me, I was fearful. I was doubtful. Ayla, she never used to like to talk to people. Now she could talk to so many different people because of this industry, right? Personal development and what you guys are learning today. Want to touch on anything on that or no?
That's just, to me, it's, short-term gratification and long-term, what you get out of it. Like entrepreneurship doesn't stop. It's not a Monday through Friday thing. It's all the time, but you have to love what you do.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes a big difference. I love going to hang out with my Evolution Travel family, and play dominoes, which we're getting really good at.
Absolutely. We just play. Hey, look at.
Okay, sorry, sidetracked. We're going to get sidetracked. We don't have much time. All right. But anyways, I did win the game yesterday. Thank you so much.
First time playing dominoes.
So that's what I love. You got to be passionate about what you do and who you're around. So employees can't write off anything in taxes.
Right.
Uncle Sam takes his piece before any employee sees their check.
So when you drive to work, you can't write your gas off as an employee. Your lunch, that if you have to buy lunch for work, you can't write that off. You can't write off your clothes as an employee. What else? If you take a trip, you can't write that off. As entrepreneurs, as Evolution Travel agents, we have a huge tax shelter, okay? We pay ourselves first, right? So anything you do in your business that's business related, and I hope every single thing that you do that is geared towards Evolution Travel, that you're doing for Evolution Travel to either gain customers or you're trying to gain business partners, any interaction like that is a tax deduction, okay? Yes. And I am so excited because we are in partnership with TaxBot. So if you guys don't have TaxBot, make sure you guys.
It's only $4.99 a month or $6 for the year.
Invest.
That's a tax write-off in itself.
Everything you are spending in your business is a tax deduction.
Literally, we just did our taxes not too long ago. Our tax accountant was like, I asked him, I'm like, so this is the real deal, right? When you have a home-based business, he's like, yeah, because you're writing off things. If you bought a computer and you're an employee, that can't be a tax write-off. But if you buy a computer as an entrepreneur, you have a home-based business, that's a tax write-off. These can be $2,000, $3,000. That is now a tax write-off. So those are the things, and be really great about it. Be good about writing every travel party you went to. If you paid $7, every regional event, convention ticket, tax write-off. That trip is a tax write-off.
The whole entire trip to Las Vegas.
Get a really great tax accountant who's going to spend the time to write off those things. So we have a great one too in the Bay Area. So if you need one, we have a great one. We'll do that. But we wanted to share with you. We wanted to look up the richest man in the world, Mr. Warren Buffett.
One of the.
Is he the richest right now? I think he's the wealthiest right now.
He's always one or two.
Okay, so his tax bracket as the richest man, one of the richest men in the world, in the United States, his tax bracket, you would think he has a huge tax bracket, right? Because the more you make, the more you got to pay. Right. His tax bracket is less than his secretaries. Less than his secretaries. He pays less in taxes than his secretary because he only pays a 16%. And we found this on, Google. So 16% tax bracket. That's his tax bracket. 16% because he has so many tax write-offs, right? He has a really great tax accountant.
Warren Buffett owns 3 network marketing companies, right?
It's through under Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah.
So, he knows charitable funds and everything. Like he's very well knowledgeable about the taxes. So You know, there's a great book in the back office under Evolution Perks and then Tax Spot. There's a book there that you could read how to really maximize of having a home-based business. So I encourage you to go in your back office and take advantage of being a home-based business owner.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay, so 719. Employees are in the 40-40-40 club.
What's that?
The 40 hours a week for 40 years is about how the average employee works, how many hours, and how many years. And they retire off of 40% of their income, if that, right?
If that. No, it's not even that, I don't think, anymore.
So you work 40 hours a week for 40 years, and then you only get to retire after all that hard work, after all that you've done commuting and giving up your time and your work ethics and being a great employee, and you only get 40% of your retirement. Something wrong with that, right?
Definitely something wrong. And entrepreneurs can have a 4-year career. Now, of course, this can be super debatable. It can even be shorter than 4 years, right? Or it could be longer. But just imagine. And I would say this is 100% true. If you were to put 8 hours a day, right? 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, same thing, 40-40, right? You do 5 days a week, 8 hours though, put it into your business, right? You spend 8 hours on Evolution Travel. I guarantee you in 4 years' time, you will be a 6-figure earner, guaranteed. If you put 8 hours of work in Evolution Travel and just in personal development for the whole week, right? For the whole year, 40-40, right? Just like we work our jobs, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, every single week, every single day, 8 hours, 8 hours as an entrepreneur, learning your craft, learning it, just being immersed in it, right? You will be a 6-figure earner. Can you say that about your job? Right? Yeah.
And that's very true. But that 8 hours is not just, watching YouTube videos or whatnot. You're doing productive money making.
Right. You're
activities.
Having travel parties. You're booking travel.
Yeah,
you're out
booking
there.
Travel. You're
passing out flyers.
You're building your network. You're adding people to your list, which is your working capital. You should always be building your network because your network, again, is your net worth.
You have to nourish your network too.
Yes.
You have to make sure that you are watering those seeds, right, that you planted, because all it is we're just planting seeds everywhere.
And that doesn't mean going out and asking everyone to be in your business. It means going out and nourishing it, asking your old friends from high school how they're doing, and building those relationships again. Be
a regular human being and just ask people, how are you doing, right? Don't talk to people and just be ready to pitch them something, right?
Yes.
Sometimes just talk to them and ask them, how are you doing? People don't know, right? Don't care. Go ahead.
People don't care what you know.
Right.
They don't care what you know.
They don't.
They care. Wait, what is it again? People don't care
how much you know.
Oh, they care how they care. They want to know how much you care. Okay, somebody help us out. You guys get it, right?
People care
They want to know how much you care.
How much you care. Yes.
So you guys get it, right?
You don't have to be perfect.
You don't have to be perfect,
You don't have to be perfect.
We're human. We're being human.
I think some people procrastinate and they're like, oh, I want to wait till I do this and get everything all perfect and, do all this and be this and, just do it,
some
right?
People are stuck in that, like, I want to know everything, how to book a travel from beginning to start before I actually book the travel. It's okay to make mistakes and not be perfect, because that's how you actually connect with more people, is when you show I'm human like you. I'm not perfect.
Right.
We don't have the perfect spelling. I may have done some misspelling.
We don't remember quotes. Right?
There's a lot of quotes out there, guys. Give us a break, okay? We can't know them all. Okay, moving along.
Analysis paralysis. That's what came to my head. Get out of that, right?
Yes. Okay.
This one's good right here. Write this one down. Take a picture. You should put this on your screensaver on your phone. This one's huge.
Employees do 80% of the work for only 20% of the profit.
And entrepreneurs do 20% of the work and earn 80% of the profit.
Which part do you want to be? Do you want to work more than what you get paid, or do you want to do less work for more pay?
Right. I believe this is called, they have another rule. It's called the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the people won't do what the 20% of the people will do, right? And what's great about it is, when me and Ayla always share our story, is this is so true, because me and Ayla, we didn't know 500 people to become a 1-star platinum, right? All we did was we kept exposing. We kept having travel parties. We kept sharing the video. We did 3-ways with our upline, who was David McCovey, right? And in 30 days, we brought in 29 people. But between those 30 days, the team kept growing, right? And our team grew to over 675 people. So find a small group of like-minded people, and by default, everyone's going to know. And by default, your team and organization is going to grow exponentially.
And you're going to have an organization where, this is kind of off topic, but where you have a huge organization and there's only 20% of the people doing all the work. And that's okay, because not everybody has to do it. But if you find a few people, and you may have to talk to a ton of people, believe me, but there's a few of those that have that drive, that have the ambition that they want to do better and be better and have more and become more. Right. And those are the people you want to look for. So whether you're in a big bucket full of hay and there's only a few needles, but those needles are your platinums that you want in your business, right? How long will you be in that bucket of hay looking for them? Are you going to quit at the top if they're not quite at the top? You're going to go through all those no's and all those people? Or are you going to keep going because you know those platinums are in there? That's what it comes down to. You find the handful of people. That's why Mr. McCovey says the elite 8, right? The elite 8 did something great.
Right. Find your elite 8, he always says, right? So find out who your core team is. We have an amazing core team, right? We couldn't be where we're at if it wasn't for them, right? And that's why this business and our profession is so unique, and I love it so much, because we can't succeed unless we help someone succeed, right? Same thing as we can't achieve our goals unless we help you achieve your goals, right? That's so different from employees to entrepreneur, right? Yeah, so keep helping people, and by default, I promise you guys will get ultimately everything that you want in life.
Yes, people over profit.
Now, this one's huge for everyone in the company. You guys have somebody that, if you've shown the presentation, you've shown the video, employees
think our $69.95 monthly fee is an expense.
That's another bill.
So they look at it like, I'm not going to pay the $69.95 a month again. I already have to pay my cell phone. I got to pay my car note. I got to pay for food. They're looking at it as an expense, right? That's what the employee mindset. But we got to break that, right? Because that's what has not gotten us anywhere. That mindset of thinking this $69.95 is an expense, that has not gotten us to where we want to be, right? And so we have to shift our mindset to
get that stinking thinking out of there, right? Get rid of the employee mindset, switch to an entrepreneur, and believe that your $69.95 is an investment. And I'm gonna show you guys how. Okay, you guys will believe it tonight, right now. You don't have to do it right now, but after we get off this webinar, and I know we're going over time, but this is what I want all of you guys to do. Okay, if you're coachable, do this. Take a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper out. Write down all of your bills, your electricity, water, cell phone, any bills that you pay, and the last one, put in the $69.95, right? And right next to each bill, put a plus or a negative if it brings you back any income, okay? Now, most of the time when I did this for us, it was the $69.95 that had a plus next to it. Everything else was negative. Because this $69.95 that we pay, or our business ultimately pays for itself. And you guys know, once you become a bronze consultant, you have a free business, right? So you're profitable, actually. Your business is free and you have profit, okay? You are a profitable business. There's traditional businesses that they're not in the plus, and it takes them 3 to 5 years. And some of them they don't even get to that 3 to 5 year mark. They end up closing down. So you're in profit. Be excited being in profit. $2, $5, but our compensation plan is the best ever out. So, you guys are blessed to actually have a big profit. Okay. After your business is at bronze, your business is free. And then boom. After that, once you become an executive family, you could become a platinum consultant.
And again, the $69.95, that's a small fee for something that could change your future and your children's future.
Absolutely.
That's a small fee for an investment to your future, right? And again, that's a great exercise, is to really put it down, write down all your bills, and what of those bills is creating a better future for your family.
Right. And ask them, Jordans, TVs, all these things that we spend our money on, and food, and, going out, spending money and eating out every single weekend. Like, it's just really all about how you budget your money, right?
So I do want to mention to Google T. Harv Eker.
Right.
And the money jars. It's a great way to budget your money. Side note.
So $69.95 is going to bring you back money. Okay.
Yes, that's an investment.
It's an investment
to your future.
And this is how I'm going to give you guys a few tips. Okay. One tip is huge. Discount directory. We have an amazing discount directory. If you type in the zip code in the United States, I know we're working on stuff throughout the country, but in the United States, we are evolving every single day. But type in the zip code in your area and you get discounts on food, dining, everything, right? Yes. Get savings every single month that goes over $70. We have agents on our team that has savings is over $150 every single month. And just on that alone, they get the benefit of having the business. That's just from the discount directory.
I want to share a quick story too. Is we were going to watch Beauty and the Beast. I was going to force him, or he wanted to go.
Really?
But we were going to, and I was going to see it's like $15.99 per ticket. And I'm like, wait, hold on. We're not going to do this. We got to go in our back office because we can get 2 movie tickets and a $25 restaurant gift card for $21.50 because that's what taxes, I think, comes out to $24.
Right.
We could both go see that movie or whatever movie we decide to watch and go out to eat. So this movie, this business is definitely an investment in everyday value. You get so much from this $69.95. And that's the real shift, is a learning expense versus an investment. And that's your $69.95 a month. So we're going to, oh, this is a good one.
This is a good one. Employees build someone else's dream and entrepreneurs build their own dream. You guys, this is a good one too, to take a picture of, put it on your phone. I believe in, seeing everything every single day. So if you want to shift it, you can change it. We are trained, right, to put in this mindset to get a job, right? So ultimately, we're building someone else's dream, right? Everyone that works for Facebook is building Mark Zuckerberg's dream, right? This is his vision. This is his vision. Yeah. Of course, his partners too, right? But they're still an employee. They might have great benefits because Facebook, I hear, has great benefits, whatever. We pass by it every single day. We drive right here, but they have like their own cafeteria anyways, sidebar. They're still building Mark Zuckerberg's dream, right? Anyone that works at, where else? Microsoft.
Same thing. Google.
All those people, they're still building someone else's dream, right? Now, as entrepreneurs, we get to build our dream. Now, what's exciting is this may not be your passion, booking travel and network marketing, but I guarantee you this can be the vehicle that can get you the income, that can put that money, that investment, you take the money you made it out of Evolution Travel and put it into whatever your passion is, if this is not your passion. For us, this is our passion. We really love Evolution Travel and what the founder has set in place, right? But say that, hey, you love the community, but you wanted to do something else, whatever it may be, get the money from here and put that into your business, right?
Because if not this, then what?
If not you to change your situation, then who's going to change it?
Yeah. And if not now,
then when?
It's true. It's very true, because every year we want to better ourselves and we have dreams. I'm sure you guys all have dreams and aspirations to do better.
Type in the chat box if you still are dreaming. Just put, yes, I dream.
Yeah, and you get excited about your dreams. But at the end of the day, if you want to build a business or you want to build, a community center, or you want to help, the SPCA, or, whatever it is you really, truly are passionate about deep down, it takes money. And they don't say money is everything, but it solves 90% of the things of our problems, right? 90% of our problems can be written off with a check. And that's why you use this as a vehicle. You use this as a vehicle to build whatever your dream is. So that's what's exciting is, look at all the people.
Everyone. Always dreaming. I love it.
And a lot of the dreams take some money to build.
Right. And make sure you guys dodge those dream stealers, because they're out there. Okay.
They are. That's okay. They just need to shift their mindset. That's all it is. Okay. We don't have to look at them as negative. They just have a different perspective than us. Absolutely. And all we have to do is educate them. So the final question of the evening.
Are you an employee or an entrepreneur? Okay. Profits are better than wages. And for us, we love it because our motto has always been and will always be people over profits. If we just stick together as a family, help one another in Evolution Travel, we help each other get better. We do personal development together. We have fun together. We go out together. By default, the profits are going to come. Okay.
I just want to add to we need to add to this slide. Profits are better than wages, but people are better than profits.
Write that one down.
Remember that one, okay?
If someone type that in there and just write
Profits
it down.
are better than wages, but people are better than profits, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's what we truly build here is people over profits. And
we have
to our founder.
Let me text you that
for that.
quick.
So with that being said, I know we've been on here for a long time and we don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. We have a special person we want to bring onto the line. You guys all know him. We all love him. He's the visionary behind this. He's the reason, you know, Derrick is able to just wake up when he wants because of his vision. And that's why we work hard to make this the best company ever, because we believe and love this gentleman and we trust in his vision and his mentorship, and we call him for everything. You know, anything we have, I call him for advice, or even it's where do we buy Domino's from? So, you know, we go to him for everything and we love him, and it feels like it's been forever since we've seen him. So
we haven't even known him for that long, but it feels like we've known him all our lives. That's what's crazy about it. I know. So without further delay, okay, and for all of you guys too, just stop saying without further ado. You guys want to say without further delay.
Somebody corrected us one time.
One of our silver consultants.
They went to like a grammar or some type of
it's
discussion.
without further delay. So I just want to drop that one. Without further delay, let's bring on our founder, Mr.
Our
David
brother,
McCovey.
Mr. David McCovey. Are you on the line, sir?
Absolutely, Queen. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Man, listen, I wasn't even going to train today. I was just going to talk about the convention, but you guys got me fired up. So I appreciate you indeed for all that you do, man. You guys know that. Robin, my favorite Dolphin, thank you for hosting us and holding us together on here. You know, it's so funny that anytime any of our leaders get on here and train, you guys train on stuff that I'm particularly on or thinking about at the time. It's almost amazing how you guys do that, because you talked about Darren Hardy making a shift, and look what I have right here. I actually got this from him personally.
That's crazy.
It's absolutely bananas. Like, it happens every time. No matter which one you guys train, you always train on what I'm thinking. So that's just how I know our spirits are intertwined. But this is a great book from Darren Hardy. It was right after he did Making the Shift, but it's Living Your Best Year Ever. And I got this from him personally. I was blessed enough to go to a training. The training was actually $15,000 per person, but because of the group that I was with, I was a top leader in another company, we got to go for free, and he trained us in just a room full of 20, and he worked with us all. And you see how he did it. I mean, what does this book look like? It's like a Bible, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is your success Bible. And he's even got a little ribbon in it, right? It was amazing. And when you guys were training, it was so funny that you were training on this. But one of the quotes in the book is from Albert Einstein. It said, the same thinking that has led you to where you are is not going to lead you to where you want to go. And so it's very important, family, for us to make that shift. Now, that shift is dangerous. Trust me, it's dangerous, because when you make that shift, you can't go back to employee mindset and all of those type of things and certain type of people that you hang around. You're not going to be able to do it because they don't go together. So when you make that shift, it's a powerful thing. You know, Derrick and Ayla talked about, you know, residual income, and Mike Norris even dropped something in the chat box. He said, well, that in school, he's in college right now, and they don't teach him those nuggets. Mike, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. That's because those that are teaching, they don't even know.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can't teach something that you don't know. And because they have been nurtured and brought along with the same type of thinking that we're combating right now, they don't know the difference, you know? And so just always understand, you want to be careful of where you get your knowledge from. I was so blessed yesterday. I actually, you guys know I like to go to places where I'm the brokest guy in the room. And I had a chance yesterday to go meet with a friend of mine who's actually doing business with Dame and Dash. And I got a chance to talk to Dame on FaceTime. And he's absolutely amazing. I want to see if he can come out to our convention in June. But also for that convention in June, we're working on doing like a concert for us. I'm in talks right now with an artist named Guapale. She has one of my favorite songs ever, about dreams, and that started my level of increase when I started listening to that song, Closer to My Dreams. So we're working on that. So we have some good things going on, but with the residual income, D and Queen talked about the 40-40-40 plan, which is absolutely ridiculous, because you can't live off of 40% of your income, because it's hard enough to live off of 100% of that income. So the fact that they want to live off of 40, it just makes no sense. But I had a chance to meet an older gentleman a few days ago. We were actually eating in the same restaurant, and you know, he's like, "Hey man, you look nice. You know, what do you do?" We sat down and started talking, and he was an older gentleman, and he says that he gets about $1,200 from Social Security, and some of his friends get less than that. He said he got a friend that gets like $700 Social Security, And that's what they live off of. And I was absolutely blown away. I said, this is what they teach us to do? Like, that's the residual income that they teach us? It's absolutely incredible, and not in a good way. I mean, think about it. You have to work until you're 65, and then you go get that? That's insane. Our gold consultants make almost twice that. So would you guys rather go gold, put the time in, work hard, go gold in a few months or a year or whatever it takes you, or would you rather work till you're 65 to get 1,200 or 700? That's a no-brainer. And so that's why, again, family, when we get to this type of opportunity, we have to take it seriously. Because I'm going to tell you what happens in these type of deals, family, is the deal is great. Company, I believe, is absolutely amazing. You know, myself along with the Elite 8, we put this thing together. You guys carried out the vision. Bam, awesome. But the relationships are even more important than that. You guys have heard me say it before. If they call right now, President Trump says, you know what? Network marketing is no longer illegal. We don't break stride, family. We don't break a sweat, because I know that this core group, we can go do anything. We can go sell glass stars. It doesn't matter, because it's the people that are important. I call Leslie. I call up the Belt right now. I said, Belt, we're transitioning to this. I need you to get this structure. Katira, you do this. Elite 8, let's go to work. And it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what the company is, right? Because the group of people, the relationships that have been built, we know that we have each other's backs no matter what. We can go sell lemonade. It makes no difference. And so I want you guys to be able to have the chance to experience that. Like, know that your group and your core group, you can do whatever you want to. You know, I'm always as humble as I can be, family, but I do walk around with a certain amount of confidence, because I know that any room that they put me in, I know that me and my group can take over that room. I don't care what they're doing in that room. I can call what I call my hit squad. I call those 8 and say, listen, this is what we're going to do now. And overnight, we're already in motion. We're doing that because it's the group. You know, D and Queen says the best. Profits are better than wages, but people are better than profits, because when you have that right group of people around you, there's nothing that can stop you. So I want you guys all to have that feeling where you have your own Elite 8 or your starting 5 or your, you know, Fantastic 4, whatever you want to call it. But start building that core group. That core group that when it doesn't matter what time of night or what time of day you call or they call, you're picking up the phone because you know that's your crew and you got to see what's going on. When you can do that, the rest of it is easy. It is. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen is it may not even be those that are in your group right now. As sad as that may sound, you may attract new people that see how you move and they want to move like you move, and that becomes your core. Because I'm telling you, when the mindset shifts, so do the have to. My crew is not the same before I started network marketing. Absolutely not. The only one still around right now in close communication is Platinum Consultant Tony Evans. That's it. And I've got several hundred friends, right? Or associates, or however you want to call them, and several hundred family members. But when you make that shift, everybody won't fit in that space. You know, but so it's going to be a little scary, but don't be afraid to make it, because it's necessary for your success. It's necessary for your success, family. There's a couple of things I want to touch on, but I know we're over right now. So what we're going to talk about really quick is the convention. Tonight, 11:59 p.m., that promotion stops. So the buy one, get one half off stops. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. And when you do it right now, you don't even have to know who that person is for. We'll follow up with the people who have bought into that promo and decide who your guest is or which partner you're bringing with you. But if it's somebody and you know that you and your partner are going, get together on it. You know, you pay for it, have them pay you the money back, and it's still the same price basically per person as it was when it was $149. But we're going to have some good things coming. We have already on the slate, Carnival wants to come train. Expedia wants to come, Mark Travel wants to come, Princess Cruise Line wants to come. There's like 12 of them that want to come. I'm only going to allow maybe 5 or 6 of them to come and train, and we'll let the other ones set up booths so you guys can get, you know, the brochures, the literature, or whatever that you need from them. So we're going to have a good time, family. And, you know, if you need to find out if this is worth it, I challenge you to contact Charlene Williams. Find Char Will. She's listed as Char Will on Facebook, and ask her, no matter what you have to do to get there, is it worth it? She'll tell you in a heartbeat that her career in network marketing took off after she came to the last convention, because she was able to be around people and see how they move and learn things. And once you get into a space of success, you become successful. It's just that simple. It doesn't matter. It may take a little longer than you would like it to, but it's going to happen. So you definitely want to be here for that. So tonight at midnight, 11:59 p.m. Pacific, that promotion goes off, and we go back to the $199 per ticket tomorrow, and we're on that scale for another couple of weeks, and then it goes to the final price. So definitely take advantage of that. Definitely, I want to say, not goodbye, because we're still family, and I'll see you soon. But safe travels to Riz. We appreciate you, everything that you brought to the table, and being a huge part of this Evolution family, especially, you know, a pillar up there in the Bay Area. So Riz, I thank you. I wish you well. I know that the grass is getting greener and greener the closer that you get to there. So, you know, much success to you and the family, and I'll see you in June. We love you. Be safe and safe travels. Tell the pilot of that plane we don't want no mess. We want him to drop you off the same way he picked you up in one plan, and definitely, you know, it's a proud moment for me to watch you and Simon take off to go not open a market, but open a continent. Open a continent, brother. I mean, I want you guys to think about that. And when you think about, you know, in your short journey of just, you know, over 4 years in network marketing, I mean, really, did you think that a few years ago that you'd be opening up a continent? You know, so that just, you know, that touches my heart, man, because I see your growth and I love every bit of it, brother. You know, we're bonded for life, man. We're like Siamese twins. They can't cut us apart, bro. So I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for everything that you do and bring to the table. Simon Del Rosario, that's my boy. Simon Says, brother, I love you as well. You guys be safe. I know we'll be in constant contact while you're over there. Let me know anything that we need. I know we have to get our SEC registration and things like that set up over there, so we'll be working through all of that. But our continent, say that a few times before you go to bed tonight. You are opening a continent. You know, most people are afraid to go across the street to talk to somebody. You guys are going to another continent to open it up. So I appreciate that. And I thank all of you guys, family. We're going to get off of here, but just know that you're so appreciated. You know, it's a pleasure for me to watch a lot of other leaders, you know, kind of watch with a smile. Some of them we've been partnered with, some of them we haven't. But everybody right now in the network marketing space is running around trying to find a home. And you know, we sit back with a smirk on our face because we've created one, right? We no longer have to look for one. And so some of the people that we used to even look up to in former deals, they're scrambling right now trying to figure it out. But we bonded together and we figured it out. So, you know, we have a home, and we're going to continue to make this the best home in network marketing. And we do that just because of you guys. So I appreciate you for all your commitment and everything that you've done. All the companies out there, but because you joined Evolution, you're family, and we're going to keep acting like that. So I thank you all, family. I appreciate everyone. Everyone have a great night. Positive thoughts, positive prayers, positive dreams, and wake up and let's get back to work tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.
This webinar is officially over.